When I look back, it's wild how one tiny split-second decision completely wrecked my entire life, and eventually became the catalyst for my sweetest revenge. So here's the backstory. I was 21, living in a rundown apartment, a few towns over from my hometown. I dropped out of college because I was drowning in debt and stuck in a toxic relationship with my now ex Mark. He was a full-blown addict who could charm a nun, but had the emotional maturity of a toddler. He manipulated me, lied about everything, and worst of all, kept dragging me into his shitty drug deals. I was social, trustworthy, basically the go-to person whenever he needed a clean front. He told me it was just for a while, just until he could get clean and straighten out. Spoiler, he never did. One night, Mark got busted with a pipe full of meth and some cash on him. The cops didn't care how innocent or guilty I was. They just hauled me into a cell for questioning because my phone was found with him. The entire thing spiraled, and suddenly I was caught up in a nightmare of drug charges I didn't deserve. I was terrified, and that night I faced the worst choice of my life. Here's where the split-second decision comes in. Mark was on his phone, whispering with some sketchy people in the jail, trying to arrange a deal to get out early. When he turned to me, I could see it in his eyes. She was going to sell me out to save his own skin. My heart started pounding, and in that moment I realized I could either play dumb, and that was it. With a shaky voice, I said to the officers, "If you want the full story, I'll cooperate. Mark's the one running the deals, not me." I knew the moment I said that I was burning bridges, I'd never be able to rebuild. Mark found out I ratted him out, and the betrayal was cemented. He spat venomous curses at me whenever I saw him, threatening me through the hole in the wall between our cells. But it worked. I got a plea deal, probation, and no jail time. Mark got locked up for years. He was furious, and I hated myself for it at first. But the guilt slowly faded when I finally got out and could breathe again. Fast forward 2 years, I'm trying to rebuild my life, work a dull job, stay clean, and avoid the whole scene. Then, out of nowhere, I get a call. It's Mark. Through some twisted miracle, he got early parole and wanted to make amends. Classic. At first, I refused to talk to him. But then my best friend Lisa Witch, Mark hated because she told me the truth about him, years agoged me, saying, "Don't just let him walk back in like nothing happened." So I played along. I invited him to a coffee shop, all smiles, pretending everything was cool. He was cocky, full of fake apologies, trying to charm me into forgiving him. Behind his back, I'd been digging into his new hustle, turns out. Prison didn't sober him up, but made him smarter about the game. Here's the ultimate twist. I met up with some people from the last gang Mark owed money to. I fed them all the dirt. Mark didn't expect me to know his